Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of High Energy Girl. And today we have two awesome guests. We have Darlene and Cynthia from Quantum Healing Systems. And I am super excited for you guys to meet them because we are talking about amazing modern technology on how to heal your life, how to heal your body. It is unbelievable. And we have 3 different systems, one that is available right now, one that is coming next month, and the other one in May. But you don't want to miss this because finally we're able to do healing on a quantum level, which has amazing results. So this is going to be a 2-part interview. Today, you're just going to hear an overview, and then the next interview, we're going to actually show you graphs and testimonials from real people using this amazing device so that you can see how it works. And at the end of this show, we're going to have directions on how you can order one for yourself. So make sure you stay till the end. And let's go and say hello to Cynthia and Darlene. Hey everyone, welcome to High Energy Girl, a podcast helping women to age stronger because it is never too late to get fit, be strong, and feel sexy. I'm your host, Tracy Gluhige, health coach and personal trainer and founder of HighEnergyGirl.com. Each week, we will either have a guest interview, which will provide you encouragement or an actionable tip to help you age stronger, or I will do a solo episode. Please also join our awesome Facebook group called High Energy Girls, and I'm looking forward to see you on the inside of that group and hope you enjoy today's show. Everyone's always asking me what products do I personally take in form of supplements. And since we know that gut health is very important, let's talk about that first. So every morning when I wake up and brush my teeth, I take a product by Bioptimizers called Apex. And it is a great product that helps you get into fat burning mode. So if you're just starting off on keto, it's a great enzyme to metabolize fat. Or if you want to use it as a pre-workout to kick your body into fat burning mode, it is fabulous. Next up, after every meal, I take 2 Masszymes and 1 P3OM probiotic. So enzymes help you digest and metabolize your food. The probiotics add healthy, good gut bacteria, and it's a really good synergistic compound. And then if my stomach is feeling a little acidic, which it rarely does, but if it does, if I ever feel a little like acidity, I take the HCl Breakthrough, which adds a little bit of hydrochloric acid to help with your digestion process. So the little valve in between your esophagus and your stomach can close and your body can churn and start digesting. And last but not least, I love their magnesium Breakthrough. And here is why. I take 2 capsules before bed. It is a combo of magnesium chelate, bisglycinate, malate, orotate, taurate, citrate. It's just a big old magnesium blend. It also has manganese and B6. And let me tell you, I score in the 90s on my Oura Ring every single night. So I love Bioptimizers products. Using the code HIGHENERGY20 will save you 20% off of any of the products from their website. That is BI Optimizers, OPTIMZERS.com/high energy. Discount code is all caps, high energy 20. Hi, Cynthia and Darlene. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Good to be here. Yeah.
So, Cynthia, I'd like to start with you, if that's okay.
Thank you. Sure.
For the listeners that don't yet know you, can you just talk a little bit about yourself and the history of the quantum healing systems?
Yes, thank you. Hi, Tracy. My name is Cynthia, and I am known as Carden in the community of, we'll call it everyone that's involved and committed to and participating in the great shift that is underway. And that shift includes the financial shift. It includes a shift in every possible way. And what we have done here with our organization, which is Divine Scripture, is we created a humanitarian project, and we literally followed through on the vision that we had for years. And this was a vision that we taught people. This was part of the discussion that we had. When we have the RV, when we have funds, we'll be able to do this and this and this. But you know what? We couldn't wait. COVID-19 hit, the world was shut down, people were sick, people had no hope. There was just crises everywhere you turn. And we said, no, that's not the world we live in. That is not the world we're creating. That is not the world we want to create. And Dr. Alfredo, who was the inventor and the principle behind the technology that we're going to talk about, said to me, honey, we've got to get this started now. I don't know how we can do it because, frankly, I'm not a wealthy person. And not being a wealthy person, what do? Well, you have to first have a vision about how something can be accomplished. So I have a background in, I have an organization. I had at one time 100 plus people all over the world that were involved with bringing technology and to me for funding startup technologies. And I specifically have a love of medical. And that was really where I had met Dr. Alfredo when I traveled to meet him in 2006. So we've known each other quite a long time. The organization that I have has had me traveling all over the world. I had relationships with major banking institutions. I have been involved in launching projects at UN-level humanitarian projects. And I'm very aware of the challenges that we have faced and the hardships in a way that give me some unique skills. But I did know how to build an organization that is the infrastructure that would provide the opportunity for us to bring about the technology that you see behind me right here. And I knew how to do that because I'm duplicating what we've done before, but only much better because now we had a beautiful team that had been a part of the Carden Group, which was an organization that was dedicated to instructing and teaching all about the need for being prepared once you have great wealth. Where do you go? What do you do? How do you handle it? What's the mindset? What are some of the pitfalls? What do you have to be prepared for? This was an education process that we spent about 2 years on. We had a really good team that were part of my original core team of 5 people. They came with me to this project. And what we did was I said, we're going to promote this with those that already know who we are on a monthly subscription. And that small monthly subscription was what opened the door for us. And we very quickly had enough members. We closed the door and we said, okay, let's get started with this. God opened one door after another that made it possible for us to continue. We are now 1 year into this. It's taken a lot longer than I had hoped just because, well, that's again, God had that in planned. And, but it's okay. We're right where we need to be. We have wonderful infrastructure and all the doors are now open. And we are taking off like with our beautiful rocket ship with a very wonderful infrastructure in place. Thanks to the team that we have. We have the technologies that we're introducing, which includes this system. Everything is built around what we call the quantum twine wave. The quantum twine wave effect is a very unique technology that was introduced by Dr. Alfredo. And it's the quantum twine wave is where you have every cell, every organ, every system has a wave. And that wave is plotted. This is the brilliant and important reality of what our project is bringing. The known frequency of the weak system that is brought with a known frequency of a strong system, and the strong system wakes it up. We call the weak system the feminine, the weak signal the feminine, This device that we have, which is a handheld device now, is sensing all and running and scanning your body. And it's communicating with satellite. The satellite is receiving the weak signal and saying, wait, that's not right. And then it sends a stronger signal through this device. So this device is sending and receiving information that's waking up the body. The strong signal is the masculine signal, and those are twined in a very unique way that bring about a healing. And because everything can be affected with the wave, the frequency wave, and the way these are delivered, these quantum twine waves going through the system. It comes through the system, and then it goes through your the pores of your skin into your body, penetrating wherever there's an issue, whatever needs to happen. It's waking it up, and reminding what it's supposed to be doing. And that reminding is very gentle. This device here is very, very gentle. This device here has a battery the size of a cell phone. So it's very safe and it's very mild. And we've now had many people that have had this for 6 to 8 months, is some that long. They've carried the device. And they're miraculous stories, miraculous from members. This device, compared to this system that we have here, this system is 200 times stronger. This system is communicating also with the satellite. It scans head to toe, and then when it comes in and it hits with the frequency, it's like the going through a transporter. All your molecules right where that arc is moving are going to be woken up. They are going to be refreshed. They are going to be reminded, and not just reminded, but they are going to lock in to what is appropriate. And that's exactly what it does. So it scans head to toe and finds what's wrong. And then when it scans back up in minutes, it's making corrections. This is the big dog. This is the big dog here. This is the puppy. This is the one that is the protection. This is the one that's getting your body to love and be conditioned to the quantum twine wave. This is sending the body instructions, and the body is saying, okay, I remember that. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yes. And this one here is saying, now you're going to do it. And so it's the quantum twine wave effect. This is we call this a Q arc, and that's because it's a quantum arc that rides above the body as it scans. You can't see it in the system, but it rides like that above the body, head to toe. One pass, that's all it's needed. One pass and everything's corrected. And it's between 45 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes. This is what we're going to be demonstrating. We plan to have videos that show this, and this is going to be, the videos will be shared in live events, which we're going to be starting in May. So we're right here, right now, ready to start this. And with everything that we have planned, we really believe we can make that target, but it's a very aggressive target. It's aggressive because everything's new and everything's being created right away. You know, this is all project in creation. So that's my amazing news. This system that you see here, the Q-Arc, has to be in a clinic setting, because right now we're involved in proof of concept. Everything we do is proof of concept. This is proof of concept. This quantum twine wave delivered through this device is proof of concept. Proof of concept is important because where do you know anything about frequency healing? The future of medicine, the future of medicine is energy. It is frequencies. The past is all chemistry. Chemistry has a role to play in the future, but not really. We're mainstream. This is going to be mainstream. This is the technology that we're bringing to the world. This is our new world we're creating. And chemistry has to go away, but it's okay. Right now, we're dealing with it, and there's education that's taking place, and that education is here. We started out with the small device. We because it's proof of concept, and because we're operating in a very private way with our organization, such as it is, we have members that join. We require people to be members to come in and join. And the membership price has increased. And guess what? It's going to continue to increase because of all that we're doing and all that we're bringing. And that's okay. We're getting to a point where we're going to be creating miracles. And so that's an amazing, amazing discussion. This device, also, we have a new one that's coming out that's called the Home Healing System. It's the Quantum Twine Wave Home Healing System, QTWHHS. This home system is going to take this technology from a static, goes in my pocket, and I forget it, to a system that has got you, knows who you are, is coding you in the home, and then communicates with you on your cell phone about what it's finding and what it's doing. This is huge about what this is going to do. And the power of the home healing system to bring in and coordinate through the satellite is, again, 100 to 150 times greater than this little device here. Okay? And the home system is just the difference between the home healing system and this is the ARC itself. It doesn't have ARC. There's no 3D holographic integration going on. There's no great shift like that. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fast. It's going to be painless. It's going to be healing on a quantum level in a beautiful way. And we're very excited about this. This proof of concept is going to be starting out here in we're now March 20th. So by the 1st of April is our target, the first week of April, to get that started. We're very excited about that. And so everything has to be proof of concept right now because we need to have our members sharing their experience and so forth. And Darlene, precious Darlene, is a wonderful adjunct for that. Darlene was a volunteer. She stepped up and she said, I work with frequencies and I test frequencies and I test imbalance and I'd like to see how this is working on people. And Darlene will show this and she'll share her experience and what miracles she's seen over the window of time and how it works from her perspective. And she's a genius to that and to be able to share that. Darlene is one of the many volunteers that have stepped forward. We now have gone from our original group of 5 to 42 admin team members, and that's a very big leap in 1 year. And most of these admin team members come in with such passion, not most, all of them come in with such passion. They want to be a part of healing the world. They're so proud to be here. They're so proud to be a part of this project in creation. The view that we have for this project is very similar to where you instruct people to go in your process, and that is that we're starting out with education. We're starting out with infrastructure. We're starting out with communication and sharing the vision and understanding. And we're building this infrastructure with the cooperation of members that want to be a part of it. They want to be here. They want to support this. They appreciate where we are and what we're doing. This project is I started out back in a year ago. All I wanted to talk about was project. And yes, the project is to focus on healing the world, but let's prove that it works first. And there was our theme, because when you come into this with the understanding that it's not a project, I'm not talking about this technology. This technology is incredible. We love this technology, but it's not about the technology. It's about creating the world that we can with cooperation with members. It's about working and building a new system. And the new paradigm in business is where we are right here. The new paradigm in business is all about cooperative support, lifting each other up and building in a wise way, building first from the bottom up, getting the infrastructure in place and with the vision. So the vision comes in, and the vision is a shared vision, and I'm pretty much the principal together with Dr. Alfredo and a few of our original team that come in that share the vision that we have. And that vision is one where we have healing centers that have 2 systems in each healing center that goes into maybe every 10 miles, you're going to find healing centers. Those healing centers are going to be just like a franchise. We're not selling anything. It will be a franchise that people will be able to take responsibility for, and they can donate for that and or be nominated for that. The franchise healing center will be very tightly coordinated, training, managed. The healing centers will all be alike. The healing centers will all support the cleaning up of all that's happened here in this world after, decades and lifetimes of inappropriate treatment to the body system. So we've got a big, wonderful shift that we're going to be supporting, and we'll get there as quickly as we can. Along with this, we have the home healing system, which will support as many as 7 members in a home, a 3,000 square foot home. So if there's a larger home or institution or something, there would be more units that would be needed. So for instance, we are talking with some individuals where they would have 20 units per facility. And because each person is given a code. And then that person, exactly what's going on with you. It's going to be incredible what this home healing system will do. And it's the future. We're part of it. We're creating an amazing vehicle that's going to be doing so much more. And I'm really, really proud to have that opportunity to be here and share with you, Tracy, because I know you also have a vision for something very similar. Your whole organization has a plan. Darlene has shared with me her plans, and it's very ambitious. I applaud that. Congratulations. And so I will say, how's that?
That's great, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Do you have time for questions, or do you want me to address them to Darlene?
No, please, if you'd like. I'll take a few more minutes.
So behind you have the ARC. What generation is that? And then what generation are you guys going to bring out in May?
That is the original system. So there's a story that goes into that. And Dr. Alfredo had invented this together with 2 scientists after his the original system they made was broken up by George Sr. in 98. So this system was created short after that, and it is in a vault, secure, and will be brought out very shortly. This system was built with technology that's probably a couple of years old by now. And as you know, we've improved, technology has improved. A year is huge right now with this technology, and with the ability that we have with the quantum technology and the satellite that we're working with. It's made a lot of the systems that are in this original one obsolete and unnecessary. So the new system, the new bed that we make will not look like this. It's going to be slimmed down. It's going to be very different. And we already have a design that we're working with that, and we hope to bring that out almost simultaneously to this. So we'll have both. And so that's a real good question. I hope I answered that.
Yeah.
Good.
And then about the pocket device, so it doesn't need to be touching your skin. It just needs to be on your beams somehow.
Right. You just have it within 2 feet of your body. I like to, if you have injury or something, you put it where the injury is. I tuck it in here, tuck it in my bra. I've got a belt I use. I've got a belt that, is a very thin, nice jogging belt. You can put it in to carry stuff when you jog, or I put it in my pocket. It's just different places, just so it's around me. But I had a lot of people are talking about when you're injured, you put it like in your sock or something. I can't believe it. I stubbed my toe so bad. I was in a hotel and I stubbed my toe, and I swear I broke my toes. I could not walk. I had to have a wheelchair carry me through the airport. And then that night I was in such pain. I thought, why did I do that? And I put the device on it. And in half an hour, the pain went away. The redness went away. The swelling went away in half an hour. And I got up and I said, son of a gun, why didn't I think to do this? And so we're learning, we're talking about it as we go. But you want to put it in different areas and make sure that it's able to be close to wherever it is you want it to work on.
Okay. And the home device, does it just go like in the center of your home, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
it'll go through walls. It'll go through windows. It's like a Wi-Fi will move 3,000 square feet, but unlike a Wi-Fi, it's not blocked by any structure. It'll find its way through cracks to get to you because it's looking for that code that it's got registered. And the code that it has registered is your unique code. And it's checking you all the time. If you're in the house, it knows it and it's going to be working on you. So it's got a 3,000 feet carrying area.
Darn, my house is bigger than that. I guess I'm going to need two after all.
Well, or move it with you. See, wherever you go upstairs, carry it upstairs, and it's portable. You can do that.
How big is it? Like 2 by 2?
It's about, well, actually, it's a new design, and it started out to be like a small toolbox. That's how it started. But now Wade has got it in 3 components, which makes it easy to take apart to carry. So I have to see it. He was talking to me about what he's done, which sounds really brilliant. And but it's definitely light enough that you can carry it. I could carry it myself. So
I am thrilled. I just am so excited. You have no idea how long I've been like wanting to do med beds and, celestial chambers, and just this whole thing is what actually brought me to this community. And then I find out it's already here. Like, it's such a blessing. But I also heard that you guys just have permission in December to actually release something.
Yes. Dr. Alfredo, in December of this year, we did a Merry Christmas blessing to all of the members, and we shared on there that he could show his face. It was incredible because you see, he has, as one of the principal creators here, he's had to be so private and so protective, and let's make sure he's safe, and I can't say his name and we can't show him. And so it was incredible. I had tears over this because he said we are free. And what does that mean? We're free. What it means is that he has been given the blessing, and this project has been given the blessing to be able to bring this to the world. Now that's huge to make that statement because, everybody's heard the stories by others about the med bed and this and that, but you know what? This is a real deal. And this is a real deal made by the real doctor who worked with real doctors, not ET, not aliens who can never be named. No, he worked together with scientists, engineers, and real people putting this together. They built it. This is a man-made product, human-made. Okay, if they were alien, he didn't know it. That's what he'll say. And but this is real technology, and it's real technology that works, and it will reform missing limbs. This system, I personally have like 6 organs that have been removed just because, that's not needed. Oh, that's not needed. Oh, that's not needed. We're talking about appendix. We're talking about tonsils. We're talking about ovaries. We're talking about, all the things that they say is expendable in your body. And so all of this will be restored with this machine. Okay. And I will have, when I'm through the other side, I'll have the medical proof to say, oh, look, there's appendix again. Those are tonsils. Oh, those are original teeth. Oh, this is all corrected. Oh, this old skin is now correct. I have metal on my ankle that will be completely shifted to muscle, bone, tissue, tendon, exactly as it's supposed to be, with a perfectly aligned body, no more scoliosis, none of the issues that have plagued me forever, right? The systemic correction that's going to take place here is everybody's system will be matching the perfect frequencies of a perfect 30-year-old woman, and I'm ready for it. So, and this is the promise that we had, and I'm a little bit older than you two. Well, anyway.
No, we're the same age.
We're the same age. Darlene and I are the same age. But this is the promise that was given when we were young, right, Darlene? I mean, this was the promise that we knew we would never get old. This was the time that we knew we'd see this rejuvenation. This is the time that we've been promised, and we're here to fulfill it. So we knew about this project. I knew about this project a long time ago. It was 2018 when I first did the PowerPoint and discussion and teaching on a humanitarian project for the healing beds. I did that project way back then with Carden Group. And I shared this, and I shared many other beautiful projects at that time that we plan to bring about. And this is all going to come under our umbrella with the Humanitarian Project Divine Scripture. So it's really exciting.
Hallelujah. It's just amazing. And what you said, December, him being able to show his face, May, bringing this out to a larger audience, being physically present, tells me that our safety and protection is there.
It's
right?
assured.
We don't have to
That's
have
right.
any worries. Like, I've felt really protected already, but now if that's actually happening, that's a big confirmation.
Well, we were told we had a year wait for that. We actually had a year. No, you can't do it yet. No, it's not time yet. Who told us that? Well, the parties that told us that are the parties that are allowing us to bring this out now safely. And that's all I can say about that. And that's all that needs to be said about that. But it's an incredible time in history. And so I'm very, very proud to be able to share that. So
Indeed.
I spent a little bit more time than I had originally planned, but I'm gonna let you and Darlene take it. Thank you so much, Darlene, for your advocacy always. Yes.
Thank you, Cynthia. It's been absolute pleasure seeing you,
Tracy,
and hearing from you.
Thank you. You are a dynamic and important. You have a dynamic and important role in communicating and sharing this. And so I'll be very happy to help with that. I want to thank you. Okay.
It's a pleasure. I look forward to more times together.
Thank you. Okay.
Have a beautiful day.
You too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well, isn't that fun?
She is more of a pioneer woman than myself. I didn't think I would meet so many pioneer people here.
What a fireball.
Yeah, taking this challenge and taking a project like this and making it grow like it's been growing. And now that we have this device, and with the smaller device, what she was trying to explain, a lot of us are wearing it. He developed these devices so it prepares us for the QR, because people that were going into the QR and they would just totally get revived. There's a consultation. I mean, you have to go through a process because you're in shock, really. People who came out with limbs, and so this is preparing us gradually, so when we do go into the art, we won't be in such shock. So as I do these tests, and as people through the months, like your first month, what I can tell, what to expect the first month wearing this device. You're going to have better sleep, and you're going to have more energy. So that's what I measure. I measured, degeneration of the cells, inflammation, and that's what this is showing. And people are getting better in that regard. So that's the one thing to expect the first month you start wearing it. And,
can we just kind of break this down a little bit more, Darlene, because I feel like she did this big, broad overview. But I kind of want to chunk things down and kind of show your part and what you've seen with your clients.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about the first device. Can you show it again? Do you have it available?
It's right here.
And that is called?
This is called the QT Twine device.
Okay.
And basically, okay, what it does, you just wear it on your body, and this is what she was saying, explaining, it scans you from head to toe. So it picks up areas that you have pain, areas that you personally are having the most problems with. It knows. So like, let's say you're having pain. Well, if you're taking, now we found out, now we're just learning, there's still some learning process in this. And I just found, my partner's a chiropractor. He's been in pain for a long time. He goes, it's not helping my pain. Well, what he's doing is he's taking Advil. Well, if you're taking any kind of pain remedy, it blocks that receptor or the energy pathway. And so now he's cutting down, and to where when it resonates where he has pain, it's going to control that pain level. So we know now if people, and so then as people use it, they just, a lot of people kind of back off. If they have too much pain, they just take it away and then they come back and use it again. So everybody kind of judges by how they're feeling. Okay. I wear it 24/7, and now we're wearing two. We're wearing two.
Why?
Because now he programmed it to where we can wear two, so we'll get double action. And that twine effect just runs all through your body. And I've noticed some changes in basically, I was driving, and the last 2 days that I've been driving, there's just some clarity there. I feel like I'm in another world. So it's really nice. Oh, and another thing is, the first month you wear it, you don't wake up feeling cloudy. You know how your mind is cloudy in the morning? Or some people, if your adrenals are low or your thyroid's low. But this, you have more clarity and you have hope. It helps with depression.
Oh, that's a big thing. That's
when you go and we have these Zoom calls where everybody can testify, and most of the people are saying they just have hope and they feel like, there's a rewarding moment that's coming. Yeah.
So I just would like to tell the audience a little bit of how this quantum things work. So essentially, our current medical allopathic system works with biology and chemistry in your body, but there's a whole other science that they don't discuss, and that's physics. So if I would ask somebody, what is your body made of? Typically, they would say water or cells, but let's just start with cells. Cells are made of molecules. Molecules are made of atoms. And if you look at an atom under a microscope, you're going to see 99% of that atom is empty space. So if we're nothing but a cluster of atoms, then would we just be empty space? No, this is where we find our frequencies, our energy, our vibration. This empty space is what is the quantum level. Did I explain that right?
True, but the way the testing works with what I work with on a quantum physics level, it's picking up on the messages of our body of water. 60% of 60 to 80%, everybody varies there, but that's how I look at it. So when I pick up on the etheric realm, we're multidimensional beings. Mm-hmm. So the etheric is like the crystal ball. Okay. It sees things, it picks up on that realm. And she was also, about the hair studies. I'm not testing hair follicles. I'm testing the energy that's coming out of that hair.
Yeah.
On their etheric being. So as we wear this device, it's constantly imprinting good messages into our body of water, because I call myself a stress reduction manager. So I was doing the biofeedback, and people were having to come back every 2 times a week to get well, because it would resonate with their body of water, and then they would be at a better state. They wouldn't be in that, what we call a ripple phase, where your body of water is constantly in that fight or flight. So when you give people frequencies that they need and it resonates with their body, when they leave, they're just totally calm. And that's what this is doing. And I always felt like if there was a device that would give us frequencies 24/7 and scan our body, what we needed. I've been doing this testing for about 18 years. And when this came around, that was my proof right there. And then when I started wearing it, and I had a few of my friends that were wearing it, that's when I, kind of showed Cynthia what I was doing. And now, we're showing quite a bit, 74% so far have improved with their, wearing the device.
I was seeing the chart you guys put up, and then some of them were showing worse. And my question for you on that was, I believe it's probably worse before better. Sometimes when you have something new like that, you're purging and you're releasing and bringing to the surface all kinds of things that were underlying that they weren't probably aware of. So probably by using this, you have to bring all this junk or whatever to the surface, and then you can release it. Is that what you're showing in your testing and continued testing?
Yes, it's all based on, probably, when we go back to homeopathy, it's electrohomeopathy, and it's the peeling of the onion. It's like you can have an onion and then you get deeper into the core issue. So that's what we're doing. It's going in and finding the core of the problem and going through different terrains. So yeah, on the outside, it might look good. And then as they wear the device longer, now some people take longer than others. So I'm having people showing that they're going through their elimination or their detoxification issues, and then they call and they go, why am I in the red? So it's going through that pattern, and everybody's different. And what we wanted to tell people is not to look at this as an instant gratification. It takes time, and anything that you're doing that's good for the body, anything that you're eating, it'll just amplify it more. And same goes as if you're not doing good things for the body as well. So you want to help the device as well. But eventually people do, because their diets change. They don't want to eat the same food that they normally eat. And like sugar, I ate something that had, some cookies the other day, and I had heartburn right away. It lets me know.
Yeah. That's what happens when I'm not saying this for you, but when a person mistreats their body will adapt to what they're doing and not show necessarily a symptom. So for instance, when I used to eat gluten, I thought I was fine. I didn't think I was gluten sensitive. And then I had a gluten test, a stool test just for gluten. And it said anything over 10 is gluten sensitive. I was 178. Wow. And it said permanent, like the lab recommended a permanent strict gluten-free diet. And so I went on it. And then when I would cheat and have gluten, oh my goodness, like I would spend the next day in the bathroom. So that showed me that my body, now that I cleaned it and I healed it from the damage that the gluten caused, when I brought it back in, my body just instantly rejected it. So
yeah, sometimes we have to feel worse to get better. I hate to tell people that, but that's true. Yes. But this does it in a gradual process. It's not that aggressive, as if, the home device will be a little bit different. It'll be more powerful.
So let's talk about that. So first off, a person, when they want to get their individual device, they sign up to be a member of the organization. It's a private membership or association, right? A PMA.
Yes.
And then they get the device to be able to show proof of concept. Correct?
Yes, we have polls that they need to do once a month. and also to kind of verify how they're feeling for their own awareness. And then, yeah, then they sign up for that. And then once they're in the polls and the surveys, we're going to have constant updates on that. And also with my testing, that's going to be included. And they'll see the charts. And then once they're signed in and they've signed their home harmless and they know that their device is being mailed to them, then they can also participate in getting the home healing system, be in line for that. And I'm going to be doing a special test on that, the first 100. So we're going to be testing people that, that I haven't been testing. Now I'll have a baseline with the other people that I'm testing. So we want new people.
Yeah.
So the other people that we're testing for hair, and also my personal clients here in Florida, we'll have a lot of proof that way. But I have a feeling, once the home healing device comes, a lot of people are going to be in the first two phases. They're going to be in the green.
Oh gosh.
So they can sign up for that now. And as Cynthia stated, it's going to, we're going to start delivery probably around April the 1st.
Wow.
So
well, I signed up today. Woohoo!
Yeah. And then once that comes out, everybody's going to use that. Well, they're not going to be really, it's not going to be a mad dash to be in the QR, because they're going to be feeling great. I mean, I had experience of being around the home device, and it's very powerful. Wow. And we didn't even have it. He didn't even have it at the full frequency. So, he can program it according to needs. So if someone has cancer, they have certain ailments, they've been diagnosed, and he can go in there and say, okay, here's that frequency. But the other people in the family won't get it. They won't need it. It'll bounce off of them. That's how the twine effect works. See, you can't give people too much frequencies. I mean, if you do, you do have a little bit of a reaction, like a die-off. But most of the time, your body will receive what it needs, and then it'll release what it doesn't need. So someone in the family that has cancer will get what they need.
So it can be all programmed remotely, just based on your own connection with it, since you can do up to 7 people.
Right. If they state and they've been diagnosed with something, we're not diagnosing. So if they say, I would like the frequency of my mom has cancer. Okay. So that's how it would work.
I am so mind blown by this whole thing. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to do. I've been into health and healing since 2007. And I had no idea my brand High Energy Girl was just because I am hyper. I have a lot of energy, but I had no idea that I was going to learn Qigong. I was going to be a Reiki master. I'm working with other frequencies for energy healing, hands on stuff right now. It's crazy. And now it's just like all these things all just kind of added up.
It's such a gift. I didn't know. I mean, when I studied, EDS testing, which is electrical dermal screening, I mainly did it just to help my clients know nutritionally what to take for vitamins. I didn't want somebody telling me what vitamins I needed. I wanted proof of that vitamin or whatever I was taking was helping my organs. And I had proof. And that's why I got in it. And then later down the road, I didn't know I could give frequencies and we could do virtual medicine. I mean, I would have clients that say, oh, I have a stomach issue, or I have heartburn. So I would scan them for all the enzymes. And I would just do that. And then it would come up with that frequency of what they needed and what enzymes. And then right away, I would give them that frequency. Within 30 minutes, they were burping. I didn't know anything about virtual medicine, And so here, yes, we've been so suppressed, our technology, Dr. Greer is now coming out with videos on that. It's been suppressed 100 years. And now we're living in these times where we are experiencing this technology and we're going to be able to heal ourselves. And that's why this company is so on the forefront of letting people know and sharing it with people. That's what this is all about. So we can all feel good and feel better and have a new you. We have the opportunity now to become a new you.
Yeah, I like the idea of 30 years, like I'm 57. The whole idea of having a 30-year-old body again sounds pretty darn good.
Yeah, and you've been staying in shape and working out, so your body's going to be very responsive.
Well, I can't wait. So let's go back. So we talked about the personal device, and then the home healing device is coming out next month. And then you guys were talking about the QR, and I know you're going to do something in Florida and something in California. What is that type of event? Do you have any details that you can talk about?
Well, that will be just opening up the doors to outsiders and people, also for them to experience. We're going to have the home device within the auditorium so everybody can experience the feeling of what they're feeling.
Okay, so will you be there doing your testing by chance?
I probably will be. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think, but yeah, I'll be bringing my machine, and maybe I'll have some of my colleagues, because I've been trying to get other testers to know about this company. And there's maybe 100 of us in the U.S. that are doing this type of testing that I'm doing. So yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that's important. And so for the listeners, so basically is your testing primarily like they have to be in Florida? If it's like, just say somebody randomly wants to know what their body really does look like right now, because we know that lab testing, the blood testing that most people do with their doctor is just not it's just this little teeny snippet of what's
news.
actually happening.
Yeah, it's old news. The testing I do with the graphs, it's called meridian stress assessment. That has to be done personally. That's more accurate. The hair remote test, when I test hair, that's old news too. So, and it's pretty consistent based on, the people I've been testing, but that's not now. Yeah. Okay. So the testing that I'm doing here personally, yeah, it's showing really good results.
Okay, well then I'll see you down south in San Diego in May, because I looked in my area, there's nobody that does your testing. So nobody in the Bay Area. Mm-hmm.
I can't believe, like, especially in that area. I thought there was more people in California.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
well,
not right now.
Okay. Well, I'll be glad to test you. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll come down there. I really do want to come down when you guys show up in May.
Okay.
So what do you feel like the listeners really need to know? Like, what do you want to share with them that is important?
Well, I can say they, before they sign up, there is an instructional video on how to sign up, because you have to go through 4 different steps. And one of your followers, she was having trouble. So please have them, go ahead and watch the video. And then once you register, go through and make sure that if you want the device. Now, remember the $400 is for the full year membership. That's free Zoom calls, all the information that you want. We're there to help you 24/7. Well, the chat line is 8 to 8. That's not 24/7. But just make sure, you follow all the steps. And then once that's done, then, everything is in the website. So they have to go through the website. It's pretty detailed because now that's been revised, and they just need to follow the steps and mainly under resources. And then once they sign up, then they need to really conduct the surveys. That would help, because this is a proof of concept, and this is proving its safety, and what it does is true. It's not just my test showing it. It's not hearsay. It's, what the people are saying. And
Right.
that's what makes this work.
Mm-hmm. And you have like three Zoom calls a week. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then we have one Zoom call uh, for the front runners, the new people. So if you're having any website issues or going through all that, there's calls for that.
Okay. So what are you the most excited about?
Oh, that's a good one. uh, well, it's just now knowing that our bodies are going to be totally repaired, and also, in the toxic environment that we've lived in, we're going to be able to adapt. And then, as we move along and with what's happening, with the cleanup, with hemp being grown, and our foods, our water, this will just add to the equation. We're going to be totally healthy. Our minds, people are going to be happier, and humanity is, it's we're going to have humanity and freedom when it comes to our health.
Hallelujah.
And that is what I'm excited about. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
And in the world that, with what we've been studying with LWS, it's all coming into play. It gives me chills just knowing that, because what good is all this without our health? And
Right.
now, Cynthia's opened the doors, and that's why I'm here, and we're sharing this because we want everybody to know about it.
I talked to Cynthia about LWS and Ron. She totally knows him and about us. Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't know.
I explained, I was on the road trip with her when we went to go see Dr. A to bring the home device over the border.
Ah.
We were pioneer women. And I told her, I was in the car with her over 10 hours. I mean, more than that. So I had time to tell her. And yes, and she knows his writings and the Dinar Chronicle and everything. She knows a lot about him.
Yeah. She said that she felt like they were very aligned in a lot of what they like to, writing and stuff. So that was pretty fun.
So yeah, when people would ask about med bed clinics and certain med beds, he would always talk about not washing out your DNA. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
This enhances your DNA, because I have a DNA file that I scan on certain people,
Mm.
and it's bringing our DNA back.
So have you seen, because I know that we're supposed to have like 12 strands of DNA or something. Have you seen actually people increase their DNA strands yet?
Hmm.
Wow.
Myself.
Wow.
You have to be, when I do scan my DNA and I give me, like, it pulls up things I need, and when I do give myself back that frequency, it's powerful. It's powerful.
Girl,
I've
you
had,
are.
yeah. I didn't know that this existed. I mean, these are gifts. These are gifts that we are given, and, the mind is powerful. And just know that, my daughter called me the other day with a lot of pain, and she's wearing the device. And I said, Jesse, just think you don't have pain. I know that's hard when you have pain. I said, just put it in your mind. Just focus on that. Wear that device and say, I don't have pain. And she's been doing that, and it's helping her.
You know what is actually, can I tell you something that's actually better than saying it that way? Is you
Yeah,
just say, I feel amazing. Because when you say I don't, your subconscious mind doesn't know the
right.
word don't. It only hears I have pain. So it's like we want to focus on what the outcome is we want in the positive. Does that make sense?
Right. Like say, I want to have no pain.
No, you don't even say no pain. You just say, I feel
Okay.
amazing. I feel vibrant. I feel alive and healthy, and don't even mention the pain,
Okay. Yeah.
you
Right.
know?
I am. I am.
Yeah. So like my clients will say,
I am pain free.
no, don't say the word pain. Just
Oh,
say,
okay.
I feel amazing. Like I tell my clients, they say, I want to lose weight. Well, when your body hears, when you lose something, what do you see? Your body wants to find it again. So just say, I am lean.
Oh,
I am
okay.
lean. I am healthy. I am strong. I am fit. I'm sexy. Don't say, I want to lose weight. So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Put the
just,
adjective in there. Yeah.
yeah, put in what you're wanting to attract or you're going to attract and not that, oh, I want to lose weight. So it's more
That's like
about,
when I hear people say, "Well, I hope this works for me." That's negative in a way. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. Like
Yes.
my friend with cancer, she always says, well, my cancer. I'm like, do you want to own it? Don't say it that way. My cancer, then you're owning it. you
Mm-hmm.
know, say the cancer or just cancer, like the cancer in my body. But it's just a practice, we're all learning, we're all growing, and it's just creating those new habits.
But how our mind does work, and then when I find when you wear this device, things are just you're imprinting those messages in your body of water, and then it's just reinforcing it. And things are happening to me right now that I just can't. I mean, it's like, okay, I'll take it, you know, and it's very powerful. So yeah, I just know that this device is, and along with the home device, and then we're going to have the QR. There now we have devices that are going to help us. They're assets, but what we do now along with it does matter. So trying to eat better and sleep better and plenty of water. And also another thing is when you drink your water out of glass and charge your water with your device.
What do? Put it over the top?
You just put it, oh, I don't have my cylinder here, but you just hold the device to the cylinder and then for about 5 or 10 seconds and charge it and drink it with every, bit of water. So about water charging, that's real important. And then drinking it and then putting the messages like your message bottles. And then when you drink your body of water, you're feeding that message. So you're reinforcing it all the time.
Okay.
And how can negative thoughts get in there like that? Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's cool. So we want to eat clean, which is whole foods, seasonal, local, as close to the earth as possible most of the time. Sleep, quality of sleep, 7 to 9 hours of deep, good, juicy sleep.
half
Water
your
and
body
water
weight,
charging.
half your body weight in water because this device makes you drink.
I don't even think that's enough. Literally today, this is my 3rd liter.
And also,
So
yeah, when you drink water, have Celtic salt on the side and you just put a little bit in your palm, lick it, and then drink it. And then that way the water goes into the cells because I have a lot of people who say they drink a lot of water, but they're showing they're dehydrated because with my
mm.
testing, I can tell. And so I started them just doing the salt and they're showing their polarity's gone up quite a bit.
Can you just put it in the water? Because it doesn't seem very convenient to have it next to you and lick your hand and do all that. Can you just add it to your water?
You can. Yeah, you can.
So
I,
I make this stuff. Well, I haven't made it for a long time because I don't need it anymore, but it's like um it's with new salt or no salt, which is potassium, and then a quality salt like the pink salt or like right, or I make a
Celtic
salt
salt. Yeah,
combo and
Celtic salt.
some magnesium. Um and I'd make that would be my water. Oh, with lemon. So it's like an electrolyte drink.
That's good. Yeah, anything you can do like that to give you some electrolytes.
Okay,
It's
cool.
good for the cells. And especially, with this device, it's recharging your cells. So it needs water to do that. It'll
Okay.
just help it activate more efficiently.
Yeah, I drink like a gallon of water a day. I recommend it highly.
But most people, I'm telling you, most people I know, it's hard for people to drink water.
I don't know.
It's,
I don't
I
get
know, I
that.
know. They just don't have that thirst. Now, when you are thirsty, that means you need 10 times more water. You
Yeah.
know, if that, but that mechanism is, people, they lose it. They don't, they don't see that they need water.
My husband's godmother, we were at a party last summer and I'll never forget this. It was so funny. She's like, yeah, my doctor's wanting me to drink more water because I don't drink enough water. I only drink coffee. Or he says I drink too much coffee. I said, well, how much coffee do you drink a day? She's like, oh, I don't know, maybe 16 cups. I'm
Wow.
like, what? 16 cups? Yeah, I think that's a little much.
Well, if she wore this device and just drank 1 cup, she wouldn't need 16 cups.
Yeah, I feel like
Because,
I just want to gift that device to everybody.
yes, it just, if anything, it's about sleep and more energy. And if, those two things, sleep deprivation is the number one cause of death. People don't know that. Yeah. And then
Oh,
dehydration, lack of water. Yeah.
wow. Well, I get good sleep. I'm always in the 90s. Well, I would say 90% of the time I'm in the
Well, when
90s.
you get yours, I'll be glad to see because I thought I slept well too. Your, the sleep is so much deeper when you wear this device.
Well, how long does it take? Because I still don't have it.
To delivery, by the time you order, you should be getting yours soon because this is within the second week that you ordered it.
I ordered it on March 6th.
Okay, you should be receiving yours, and you might want to download your DSL app so it'll send you. And also now we've got where they go ahead and they inform you that your delivery's coming. But I went ahead and we had Federal Express at one time, but now we have DSL delivering it. So just have everybody register for their DSL in an app, and then it'll let them know on a text message that their device is coming.
Oh,
But
mine said from the USPS.
oh, USPS. Okay, that has DSL. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a combination. Yeah, of UPS. I think they all kind of converse. But now we have a good delivery system. But when you start wearing it, as far as getting deep sleep, give it 2 weeks.
okay. And then
You may
how
respond.
long? What?
You may respond quicker because you're more health oriented and you're not taking anything to alter your sleep or to enhance your sleep.
Yeah, no, I don't take anything at all, except for like vitamins. So that's what I want to get rid of. And then with the home device, do you know about how long, like how big your queue is or how long you think that's going to take to come out to people?
I would
As
say, probably most people probably by the end of April. By the end of
okay.
April. Yeah.
And do you know what the total cost of that device is? And then also Cynthia said the price for the membership's going to be going up. Do you have any idea on any of that?
Well, right now the first year is 400.
Okay.
Probably, when the QR, because the plans are to open up these clinics for people, people that are members where they don't have to pay as much, where it's a nonprofit,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so I
How
guess
much is the home health one?
it's $3,600
Okay.
and you can pay as you go. You can, put it on a plan and then once it's paid, then they'll ship it to you. But right now it's not really made yet. It's not manufactured. So
Okay.
he's putting the components together, and a lot of those components had to be made. They weren't already made yet.
Okay. Cool. And he started building that QArc in the 80s. Is that what I heard?
Yes. Yes.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah. And then he's the last of the scientists that are living right now.
Well, he better get in it so he can stay living.
I know. I know. Yeah, he's looking forward to that.
Yeah, we need to have like little Yoda is like the master, so he's like the Yoda, and we need to have all the little Jedis underneath him as well.
Right.
All the little worker bees.
I'm sure he's got some little bees under him, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's probably very healthy with all his experience with what he's working with now. So
Yes.
that's awesome. Well, my friend, I just want to thank you so much for so many things, Darlene, for your persistence, for your
Well,
patience.
anytime you want me to show the charts and, if people have questions about how we determine the graphs and the statistics, I'll be glad to explain that to people. But right now it's just getting people to order it and wear it. And then they'll have more questions later down the road. So we can do a question and answer. And then also, we could work up, we have private Zooms where we can do private Zooms with just your followers.
Okay, that was amazing. Now, if you want to get your device and join this PMA, it's a private membership association, you're going to go to quantumhealingsystems.org. And then you are going to find the front runner membership registration form. You will submit the $400 for a yearly membership. You will complete the hold harmless form, and then you will request a device using that form. So there's a 4-step process. And then you will be mailed the home device, the QT Wave, and you can start carrying that with you to prepare yourself for the bigger healing of the home device. If you have any questions, please email me at tracy@highenergygirl.com. And if they ask how you heard about it, please also include that email. Just say tracy@highenergygirl.com, and then they'll know that you heard about it from me. And I'd appreciate that. Also on the show notes page, I'm going to have another video that you can watch to learn more juicy details if you would like. It's pretty fabulous, you guys. I'm super excited as I have dreamed of opening up a wellness center, and now this is how I'm going to be able to do it. So thank you so much for listening. For show notes, please go over to highenergygirl.com/show. Thank you so much and make it a great day. This podcast contains the opinion and thoughts of its host and guests. It is intended to provide helpful and informative material on the subjects covered. All statements made on the podcast have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. If the listener requires professional assistance or advice, please contact your personal medical doctor. Both host and guest specifically disclaim any responsibility for any liability, loss, or risk, personal or otherwise, which is incurred as a consequence directly or indirectly of the use and application of any of the contents of these episodes. Like I said, this is my opinion and I could be wrong.